So let's do this. So what are we going to do today? I just received a W invite from Mario, one of our colleagues, that was so kind to provide me with beta access. So today, what are we going to do? I got two passports. I got my pink passport, just to show you. And I got my regular passport with my privacy details in it. I will record it anyways. But still. Started recording there. So today, we're going to use a passport. This is the passport that I'm going to show you guys for all intents and purposes, so you can see the details and whatnot. Advantage of Swedish passports, there's really nothing in there that's really secretive, but still. Anyways, we're going to onboard ourselves to W identity, and for this we need a passport, with an NFC chip. So you can see that by means of this tiny sign on both the chip and on the back side. So for you also, it is there and there. Perfect. So what we're going to do is basically scan our passport based on the instructions that we have on screen and take it from there. So let's get started. So I received the email with, hey, you're invited to W Social. So I'm just going to click it, and together we're going to onboard me. So let's get started. So your full real name. Well, everyone knows what's my name, so that's a good thing. So I'm just going to say 𝗪 𝗂𝗪𝗏, and here it asks me for a very strong password. Unfortunately, I will have to change the password later, but you guys understand. I use a password manager. Yes, I'm showing you the built-in password manager of Google. I also use a different one. Don't worry. This is for illustration purposes only. So, yes, I'm 18 years older. Sadly, I wish I was younger, but hey, 41 years old. But who counts? And I press next. I choose my username. I use my real name, so that's good. As the instruction says, you can only use lowercase and such. English letters. Me lives in Sweden. We can't use 𝗁𝗍𝗁. But that's fine. We create an account and it tells me it's too long. Such a shame. Okay, so just my last name. See, I haven't even bothered to test this. We experienced this together for the first time now, here together. So, good. Now I go to the next one. What are my things? Well, let's just say tech. Does it say gaming somewhere? Yes, video games, movies. Let's keep it at that. Made in Europe for the world. Nice new title. I'm still using the old one in my head. It gives you a clear message, what it is, how the platform is being used, how we do things, and what the scope of the platform is. So now, the most important part, because this is why I am recording this part. I want to be able to show you guys how the verification process works. This is why we do this together live. So let's try this and verify. So I'm not going to use this passport, I'm just showing you this passport because of illustration purposes. I'm going to use my real passport, the one that's still valid. This one is not valid anymore. Anyways, let's continue. So, verify now. I already have the app and I have it installed. So I click that. Reading is difficult for me. So yes, we click here, press continue, and now we get a nice little QR code. Fortunately, I have Windows Phone link. I have no clue if this is going to work. Otherwise, we have a camera there that will spot my phone right here if needed. But let's try this. So I take my phone and I take scan invite QR code. It's going to show me this password. Ta-da! Look, there's the camera. This is still the same room. So let's do this. Scan the QR code and it asks me for a PIN code. Well, I'm not going to show you the PIN code, but the recording will actually show it. So let's hide it like this. Always difficult to find the code, but let's go for it. Very, very secretive, and I really need to change this in post. But hey, we'll fix that. Perfect. We create a PIN code. And now we are going to enable biometrics. And you guys know I like biometrics. Yes, I cannot really change my biometrics. I did change my face, but your fingers, unless I burn them off, well, you know. Anyways, let's enable it because I like it. Again, code. If I remember my own code. Apparently. Did kind of work. We found a bug, but sure. I want to verify myself with my real name. So, passport. Verify your name. And I want to use the automatic photo review. Not really. I want to do option number 3. So there's actually 3 ways of doing it. Again, doing this for the first time. Again, doing it together with you. So 3 options. We have the automatic photo review, which is going to be done with image analysis. We have the manual review. Currently, my colleague Tobias is going to do this by hand. There's another person, but Tobias will fix it. And then there's the scan document chip. And this is again why we are recording this, because I'm going to use this document to verify my identity. And in the meantime, I'm going to try and explain to you what is actually happening underneath. So let's try and see if we can do this while doing it through the document share. And here comes this question. As I said, this symbol, this is why I mentioned it earlier. Yes, my document has that symbol. So now we're going to do this. So passports are protected and some parts are encrypted. And to open up the storage of your passport, there's this bar underneath. That is the sensitive part to an extent right now, that you need to scan a passport. Without that code that is underneath here, you can try and scan the passport if you want with a reader or whatsoever, but you're not actually going to be able to open its context and contents for that matter. So this is why we do that. So we take our passport, see, passport, and we're going to start scan. So I take my phone and I'm going to hold it over it. Let's see. Hold still. Perfect. Now I'm going to take my phone, close my passport, and hold it on top. And as you can see, it's not very, very difficult. This is all we're doing, and it's done. Now, the next step, we're gonna continue to make a selfie. And people know I hate phones, or selfies for that matter. So let's see. We rotate the phone, because I want to take a selfie, not a full picture. So let's do this. Oh, I actually had a correct phone. So let's do this. So I look so awake. Not. So let's do this. Selfie capture inside. Before continuing, take photo. Ready to submit? Seems good. And as you can see right now, it is processing. So let's see what happens. And look at that. We're already done. And right now, we are there. So now the question is, what to do next? It's not very logical, I have to admit you there. But let's try this. Okay, verify your account. So apparently it was done. So let's press scan QR. Ta-da! Nope. Code not recognized. It took a second time. Okay, sure. Still, no clue. We're in the beta stage. We're testing it out. This is a live demo. But yes, so signature requested. So let's see. It's the basic boilerplate and so on. And what we want to do is we're going to link the identity, password, WID social, to each other. So let's do that. Accept. Again, pin code. Sure, I wanted to use biometrics, but well, let's see. Congratulations, you're verified. Okay. So now I can actually review my profile. So let's try and do that. Display name shows up correctly. I can add a picture and everything else. I will do that later. Let's add a smiley for now. We'll do the rest later. And apparently we're onboarded. And look, and this is the niche point of the platform. We have real humans, real identities. And as you can see, we have now verified by means of my passport. I'm a real user, a real person. I use the selfie and the passport image to verify who I am, and the name came from my passport. So that was all there was to it. It's not that difficult. I'm going to comment my colleagues that, hey, look, the pin part, at least on my Samsung S22, is not working as it should. They can fix that. Let's see how it works next week. But it was working. I'm onboarded. I'm a verified user. And that was the point of today. And again, this was me doing this for the very first time. You're going to get this video unfiltered from 3 different locations, and we'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching now, and let's see how everything goes. Cheers.